So I would like to say we took advantage of the industry back then, but because of the way companies were set up, they weren't really set up to support you.
Right.
It was like, here's a processor, let's do the best we can.
Right.
There wasn't any focus on, these guys are really bringing in some business, they
Right.
need some help, and it wasn't anyone's fault at the time,
Right.
type of thing. So I think that kind of worked against us, because I'm going to mention a name from the past. Do you remember our name, Sandy Marshall?
Yeah. Sandy was the best.
He was ahead of his time, right?
was.
Like Sandy was, I'm going to introduce it, he was a Second City actor, and I met him at my
Yeah.
previous company, but he came up with this idea, we would just joke around like the three of us did, of doing videos, and you're in the videos. Remember
Yeah,
we
yeah.
we shot about...
I remember the ping pong
the
one.
ping pong
remember?
video, and all we did was shoot about these videos, about the 7-minute, 8-minute videos, and it's the take on The Office. I come off as a complete doofus in the mortgage business, and Barry's in one of them. We're playing ping pong at one of them. But they were Sandy's idea, and it was just after that, he goes, we're on to something with the videos. And he wanted to do he did a podcast back then. He did market updates. And like you said, it took me away from my phone. And when I get back, I go, I can't do this because I'm too busy. If I'm away from the office, people can't get a hold of me. Where, needless to say, this is 2008 or 9 when Sandy was coming
Way
with his
ahead of his
ideas,
time.
way ahead of his time, that you wish you would have hung on to something like that. But if you ever check out my website, you can see those old ones are all on there. Sandy Marshall. The best part about them is all the actors we brought in were Second City actors. So I'm the worst actor in all those videos.
It was really good though.
Those are good
really
people.
professionally done.
Yeah.
And funny as hell.
So
I was gonna say, do you remember in our first On the Fly? I don't know if you remember. This was a great program where the loan officer was the underwriter. So they gave us, I can't remember our rep's name, but she gave us a list. These are the 8 things you want: 2 pay stubs, a W-2, a bank statement, a signed application.
Right.
And then they'd give it to you. We'd lock the rate, and then they'd be approved.
And that's how it worked back then. So
you wonder why this country almost went bankrupt. Right.
But they were trying to, that was an old company that doesn't exist anymore. Do you remember how many different mortgage companies, even like Washington Mutual, PNC,
WAMU,
of course, GMAC.
Countrywide,
Well, think about when we talk about technology, who has the best rates? Well, I have to wait for rates to come out. It was a stack of rate sheets this thick.
Yeah.
And so we're all like, does anyone know who has the best 30-year fixed, or who has the best arm? All day long you're going, and clients are calling.
We're like the Flintstones, I mean, compared to now.
How did we live like that?
I don't know.